Hey everyone, Cinnabar here, and before I start this video, I'd just like to ask you guys a little favour. If you could go onto my channel, click the bell icon for notifications, tick the box, and you should be notified every single time I upload, because, you know, YouTube's sub boxes system has been completely fucked recently. So yeah, if you just enable that, you should get a little notification every time I upload, and it'll allow you to keep track of my uploads whenever I make something new. Now that's done, I'd just like to say I hope you've all had a good Christmas. Mine was pretty good. And I was actually kind of busy over the Christmas period, so I didn't really get much of a chance to play TF2 during that time. I was also playing a bunch of other games as well. But, you know, recently I managed to finally play the Smissmas update, which has kind of been a hit or miss update for me. Not really too great, to be honest. Kind of gimmicky. You know, you've got your typical new crates, you've got your community items, which are again pretty good, but, you know, nothing extra special. So I'd say the Smissmas update was kind of 50-50, and this is kind of in keeping with a lot of the other previous updates that TF2 has had. And while a lot of people think they're a step in the right direction, stuff like Meet Your Match and other updates like it that have come out recently have just been kind of lackluster. They haven't really had a whole lot of interesting stuff to offer. Sure, we've had the matchmaking, the overhaul of casual, and finally competitive, but to be honest, Valve's competitive isn't really that great. I know a lot of people still prefer to use TF2 Censor and, you know, other services like that to get into a lobby instead of Valve's actual competitive. And as a filthy casual, I'm also really not liking how the game currently handles casual play. I think that it takes now much longer to find a game. I preferred it before, where you could just go in the server browser, find a server straight away, join it. You could pick the map from the list. It's easy. It was really easy, and now they've just kind of overcomplicated it, I think. I know a lot of people like the way that the new casual system works because you can party up, which I think is a really good feature, but the fact that it takes me, you know, a lot longer to get into a game now, and a lot of people leave the game, the auto-balancing still hasn't quite worked out, even after Smissmas reintroduced it, and I still think casual's kind of broken, and that's annoying for me because casual is the main part of the game that I play. So when casual isn't working, it pretty much means I don't play TF2, and that's certainly what's happened recently. Now the question I really want to ask today is TF2 past its prime? Is it past its peak? And not just in terms of numbers, but in terms of the quality of the game, and I personally think that the answer to that question is yes. Now it's not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't mean the game's dying. It just means that that sort of golden era of really cool stuff coming out is sort of gone now. And I don't think the game will ever, you know, truly die. I mean, while the game's still profitable for Valve, you'll always be getting those new players into the game just based on the fact that it's a free game, it's really fun and accessible, and, you know, for that reason, I don't think it'll ever truly, you know, die, I guess. Well, as long as it's still available to download, it probably won't die. But as far as the actual meat of the game goes, I think TF2 is actually a pretty exhausted source of ideas in that respect. The only thing I could really think of right now that I think would make the game a lot more interesting is a big update for MVM, and I've been saying this for a long time, and so have a lot of other people. In my opinion, if I was on the TF2 team, what I'd be pushing for right now is a big MVM update, completely overhaul it, new maps, you know, add updated versions of old maps, make it so you can get some really cool new loot, and just mix it up a little. Maybe change some of the core mechanics of MVM, just to, you know, make it interesting, I guess. Other than that, I don't really see a lot that TF2 could do. As I said, I think it's a pretty exhausted game in terms of the ideas you can get from it. A lot of people, including good friends of mine, are annoyed at the fact that there's not really a lot of new content in the game. Like Travi's video, his rant about the Smissmas update, where he basically said that he really wants something new from the game, and I understand that. It's just I don't think that with the amount of time that TF2's been out, that there's really that much you can do with it anymore. And that's not to say that the TF2 team haven't been trying. I mean, all you have to do is look at Manpower and Pastime, the game modes in the past that they've tried to introduce as new game modes, and they haven't really taken off. I mean, they're a minor part of the game that usually get forgotten by, you know, even big fans of the game. They don't even play it that much. And so looking into the future, what I have to say is that while I have high hopes for the game, and I really want it to do well and, you know, recapture my imagination like it had done before, my actual expectations for future updates are quite low. And that's not to say that the, you know, future updates will be bad. I just think that the TF2 team have got one hell of a mountain to climb if they want to make the game really fresh and interesting again. But TF2 is nearly 10 years old now. The fact that it has survived this long is a testament to how good the game is. And I think that if the TF2 team can really pull something out of the bag, something really new and fresh, then that'll be a testament to them, because I really don't see how it can be done. But as I said, I have high hopes. I really hope that the next update, as I said, will either be MVM or something completely different that we haven't seen yet. That would really, you know, bring me back to the game in a big way, I think, if it was MVM or something else really great that we haven't seen yet. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas as to what you want to see in the game, what you think should be added, and your hopes and expectations for the next update, which I believe might be the Pyro update, but we've had no official word on that, it's just speculation at this point. But yeah, please leave a comment below as to what you think should be in the game and where you think the game's going in the future. And also tell me whether you think TF2's past its prime or not. Other than that, I have nothing left to say, other than if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've been Cinnabar, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.